VigilanteWilliamson here. In the first episode of VigilanteWilliamson versus Tetris Effect. I just recently purchased Tetris Effect. I actually did a test episode earlier, and I'm further along than I was earlier because I was playing during the Inquisition. So the board or the level I was at, I've passed. The weight down, I don't know why you're still up. Sleep, brother. Sleep. I know you haven't sounded like me, so I know that's not as... It's a lot easier said than done. But I'm further along. I was here when we last left off, but because I was playing during the Inquisition, as I mentioned, I have gotten to this very demonic board. I'm not gonna lie, it's ritual passion. I almost said possession because that may be what happens. Unfortunately, hopefully we'll get done with this before the 3 o'clock hour, so it's nothing wacky happens. But in any event, I am playing expert. I'm playing expert. Having bought the game on Thursday, I got really excited. Somehow, every now and again, a blind squirrel finds a nut, and the YouTube algorithmic gods have brought the world of Tetris to me, of the classic Tetris. And I have been watching the classic Tetris championships like from the past few years. Still have a lot to watch, and I've basically been binging through it. And you know how you get really into something? I've gotten really into it. And I used to play Tetris like a lot on a computer, like an old Windows 98, maybe Vista computer. I know it couldn't have been Vista. It was too old. But I just play a lot of Tetris, with the keyboard. Now I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller. I probably should get a emulating version of a Nintendo controller because I will be buying at some point the actual classic Nintendo NES and probably a some sort of emulation machine and getting that set up. The real issue is going to be getting a CRT TV and getting one small enough, the right size. Those things are, if you remember CRT, old school cathode, and not CRT critical race theory TVs, but cathode ray tube TVs, the big blocky motherfuckers. It's a huge difference in latency if you're playing like a classic game. And I have a couple classic consoles as is. I have a Genesis and a GameCube. So when I get whatever solution, be it a classic NES, be it a Retron or a different, not Retron specifically, but different emulating machine and a classic cartridge of NES with a classic controller. Not that I'll ever make a tournament, but I want to get back to that that format. As Sisha Dildo says, fuck off to the Stream Elements bot. Don't tell him that. He plugs the channel. Speaking of which, it's always appreciated, never obligated, even when I say it all the damn time. You can always super chat me. The Stream Elements is running. Buzz, either way, since you did, we are back. Hey, we're back, and Wes Moody's joining us. He asked before we got started, this game had gratuitous violence. It does not. It may have a like demon worship. I don't know what the hell goes on this level. We're definitely in hell when we get here. Not we. Well, this world is. Destroy Tetris. I shall. Again, I've gotten way further than I was earlier. I'm not sure if just the lack of you guys, the pressure of streaming and just playing, by myself made it a lot easier. I was just kind of watching Gary and Doomcock do their thing. They just ended not too long ago. And here we go. And actually, let's zoom in so I can see because I'm blind as a bat. All right. Hopefully I gave enough time for all the insomniacs or international individuals who want to watch this stream. I know it's early where my man Sentient Dildo is, but it's late here in the States. And again, we have actually passed where we last left off because I've been playing. So for anyone who saw the original stream from earlier, wondering, hey, what happened to those weird pinwheels and the Ultimia for Final Fantasy VII being casted, along with the shitty music, we've passed it. And actually, the music got kind of better. A lot more instrumental, which is always, recommended. Instrumental or license, man. None of this, bullshit. And I still no synth wave though. Which I mean, again, this is an '80s game. Came out in '84, I believe. And you would think maybe even '83. I was wrong. So I'm not gonna play as aggressive as you would see in a classic World Tetris, where in that style game they play primarily like just not that they don't have to burn things off, they certainly do, but they are definitely hesitant on any lines that aren't Tetrises. They're trying to maximize their Tetris ability and always stay as Tetris ready as possible, waiting for those line bars as we see coming down here. I've learned a little bit about this particular version of Tetris because you see there's different little tricks you can do that differentiates it from classic Tetris. Like this little thing where you can, I'm not quite good at it yet, but you can flip move things. You can't do it with everything because obviously a lot. And honestly, this not that heat has. Let me see if I can. No, I can't do it over here. Okay, I'm gonna restart this. But yeah, let's see what time it is. Everyone's repping their time. It's 8 a.m. Well, 8 a.m. in Croatia. Midnight stream. Well, it's after midnight here. It's 2 a.m. here on the East Coast. Yeah, 2:18 in North Carolina, where both me and the Wake Down are. 1:17 in North California, where West Moody is. I guess midnight where Newbound Turkey is. Digging the fire aesthetic, but now I'm looking at the ginish background third eye symbol. Yeah, this is a satanic board. There's no these things after you get to a certain point start trying to bow down to this. That's exactly what this is. So I've been wondering about the imagery in Tetris Effect anyway. I'm like, what eyes wide shut party did everyone go to? Before this fucking game was made. And this game was made using the Unreal Engine, which seems kind of overkill. But then you remember the Unreal Engine has become like, we were talking earlier about programs, right? For music. Talked about Ableton. I use Reaper, and I actually also use Reason, but Reaper, I don't really use Reason as much as I used to. I use either the VSTs or the keyboards, but that's neither here nor there. Unreal Engine is sort of like a game developer's, it's one of the key tools being used for game development as far as programs or apps, as the kids say today, are concerned. So that's probably why I was used. But I mean, I can't imagine you need the Unreal Engine just to make fucking Tetris. As fun as this game is, it doesn't require that much hardware. But again, it's now just kind of ubiquitous for game development. And they probably were too proud to use Unity, so here we are. Too proudy to use Unity or Godot. This is another one, Game Maker. They were definitely not gonna use Game Maker. Even Godot is like, what? Why would I would, because I've actually made a game in Godot that released on what the hell is it? Google Play for Android. Shit. All right. See, I just flipped up. That's something you can do in this game. I'm not quite adept at it. You know what I mean? So I can do it on command. There's something I can do. And I am doing worse with you guys watching. So there's definitely something to like streaming, adding like more pressure. I don't know if it's just focusing on talking. It probably is just that, but it gives you that new respect for anyone who can do that. Ooh, that was a great tuck. Did you see what I just did? That was pretty cool. That's the thing you can do in this game. That was, I guess each version of Tetris has its own advantages. I screwed up. But that tuck was cool. That was a cool tuck. Yeah, and even Newbound Turk agrees. Oh, you're in the same time zone as West. Okay, so you're West Coast guy. Shout out to West Coast is the best coast. You Mount agrees. Unreal is a bit overkill. Even with the graphical stuff, it does a lot of graphical stuff, but it's still Unity could have handled this. Unity could have handled this easily. I think there's a lot of potential. Frostbite, I get why everyone goes on Unreal. Then again, I support Unity-based games, so maybe I'm an idiot. No, Unity is fine. Unity is fine. Like I said, I've been using Godot. I think that's fine. I mean, it could use a little bit more support, but then again, I was doing 2D stuff. I wasn't doing 3D stuff, so I'm not sure what the support is 3D. But is it talking? Probably, but it's still fun. This is still fun. I have a dude with a modern take on the 80s YU synth for you to check out. He's got some Mirko. Okay. I might mess with him. I'm gonna have to. Oh shoot! I have to go into the YouTube to Google it. Hold on a second. StreamYard's being silly. Let me go into YouTube because I need some more synth music. Mine taking 80s YU synth. So yeah, because I'm a synth guy. I like hip hop, but I'm huge into like synth wave, synth based acts. I've mentioned on the channel I'm a huge LCD sound system fan. That was one of the reasons one of the groups that kind of got me back into music, so to speak. Okay, let me actually go into the stream so I can copy and paste the text. For whatever reason, if you're on the stream, you cannot copy and paste text from comments. Yet if you're like someone else, like if I was like a guest on this stream, I could. I don't know why it is. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is put them in an old YouTube machine and then save him to my sample playlist. Actually, that album is the first one that comes up. And actually, I'm not gonna play any of it because I don't want to get struck. I'm gonna share, and I share. Save sample playlist, and there we go. And I will check it out later. Thank you, Central Dildo. Appreciate it. Now, real quick, while I'm here, let me check out my studio. Make sure I didn't get copyright struck or claimed for that shitty music that we had earlier. Doesn't look like it. Thank the Most High. Alrighty. And if you can name me some older acts, man, because like I said, need to sample stuff. Anyone older acts from different countries is mostly untouched. Even Unity is a bit much. Most of the games I've seen in Unity are 3D rendering 3D cars and human renders. Yeah. Rimpy is more than fine for 2D stuff, especially doing a story-based point and click game. I just had a little simple mobile game that was just nothing. It was literally running back and forth. It was nothing. But I want to do a 2D style platformer. And Unity, I mean, because Unity used to be just 2D. I mean, obviously evolved over the past however many years. And like I said, I've used Godot, and I like that quite a bit. That was a slight joke. All the Unity-based porn games, they're everywhere. Maybe I should spend time on the internet. Oh, boy. I didn't catch that because see, here's the thing. Unity is used for so many things. It's not just those games. It's not just mobile games. It's like it's a widely used thing as Newbound Turk did. So I was not going to catch that one ever. Oh, you're not the only one wearing those type of games. No prob. HSDX, am I right? So DX, is that like a DX7 reference? Side scrolling RPG Maker. A lot of people like RPG Maker. This guy takes his inspiration from 80s band, XU band called Boa. Okay, I'll check out Boa. See, that's what I need. I think U means Yugoslavian. Just why you? That's what I'm guessing. I am a dumb American, so you're gonna have to. You know what? I'm looking on Google and let's see. I'm just looking up what Central Dildo's talking about. The Boa Croatian band, they're Croatian pop rock music from the 70s on to the 80s. Okay. I will look them up, and I guess that's who the influence is. But looking on Google, they actually did something for Memorial Day, which I'm surprised because I didn't know the left liked Memorial Day. Yep, Yugoslavia. Okay. F95 zone bookmark. I do not get the reference, man. Haven't had an F95 account since Mods Garden went down, so we're lost over my head. All right, back to the Tetris. And back to this, I don't know, slightly Satanistic board, which has been the hardest one I've faced. I mean, the other one was pretty hard live with you guys, but it still took some tries afterwards. Don't get me wrong. I was able to get it. Was actually still pretty difficult. I didn't know. I thought I might still be actually playing it. Like, have played for hours and not gotten past it, but I eventually did. And then I kind of went on a run because nothing else was as difficult. And all these boards, it's not really that the level is that different. I mean, Tetris is Tetris. Just that the speeds and certain boards do certain things. Like the one water board actually slowed down, which made it very easy, obviously. It slowed down. And it does speed back up, but it's just, oh, shit. That's on me. I still move like a drunken idiot, and I'm not drunk. But just... Do better, Vigilante, do better. Sheesh. All right, now it's time to go. See how killer these speed changes are? Got it. But at least that's the one thing. As much as I can hate on certain elements of the game, they give you that flip. And I mean, I did a really cool flip in the last game. And I kind of hate using it because I talked about earlier, somebody said something about storing pieces and all that. And I didn't really want to do that because I'm trying to be hardcore, man. Which obviously is not working out for me. But, you see how cool it is when it works. This little cheap flip this game gives you. It's like saving my life right now. And I fucked it up. Oh, but I got it right that time. You see how useful it is. But sometimes I screw it up. I'm not, oh, God. It's very easy. Oh, shit. And sometimes I overdo it. I just vigorously tap. I just button mash. And I don't have it down to, I thought I would have gotten something off of that. No. How am I surviving this? And you see the little things are worshiping my failure. We're pretty much done. That's okay. I don't know what F95 is, man. Oh, a website for adult games, indie stuff that never gets finished. Holy smokes. I didn't even, I'm not into, man, I'm trying to go no fat, man. That's probably TMI, but man, I got to get healthy mentally, physically, spiritually. You see how big I am? I'm looking like Biggie Smalls in this motherfucker. I gotta get healthy. That's part of it, man. I at one point was able to fast for a long time and do a lot of fasting, and I was a lot healthier. Believe it or not, no fap really helped because it helped me like mentally. And I'm not even a like big fap guy. I'm not a big I know obviously of the hub. I make my jokes. I'm not I just never really. Sorry, it's just been more of a necessary evil than something. I'm like, yay, can't wait to watch other people fuck. Like, it's not my, it's not what I would rather do. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I ain't got no kids, so you gotta take the good with the bad. But that is probably TMI for the whole class. But then again, so is the fact there's an adult game site. But to each their own. We're not judging here on the VigilanteWilliamson show. I guess this isn't the show. This is me versus Tetris. That matters. We're not judging here on the channel. No judgment. It ain't on trial. Well, I mean, this level may be what happens if when you are judged, it doesn't go quite to spec or to what you would like. Oh, that flip though! Did you see that? Look what it allows you to do. This game for all its difficulty does allow like cool things that you can't do in regular Tetris. And this is probably why classic Tetris is like thought of as so high, because it's so strict into your movement. You can't do some of these spins in classic Tetris. You're not allowed. Some of the stuff is, but not like moving, and you see like some of the movements I do you can't do in the classic Tetris at all. So that's why people like the NES version. Oh, my fat fingers accidentally hit the wrong damn button. Oh, that speed. It's dropping pretty heavy. I'm fucking it up. This is pretty heavy, Doc. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I keep fucking it up by over-rotating. That's that. Here's the thing with keto. I don't have the self-control, man. I like the sugary food so much. So I am much better off saying, hey, 4 hours. Eat within 4 hours. Don't fuck it up. And you're keto on accident, because there's no way. I mean, even I may try, but 4 hours, 4 hour eating window, I can do that. Oh, you didn't notice the weird worship until I said that. Yeah, some of the creators are very good, make professional level art, make a decent living. Yeah, shout out to all the creators in that space. I have a dog too, and I limp around because like I'm not doing that good. I have some gout thing going on. I still eat like a dumbass. But the past month it's been off and on. So, but I still walk my dog at least 3 times a day. But yeah, I can't do keto because I eat too many carbs. I can say, well, I can't do anything right now. I have no control of my eating whatsoever. But like I have been in the past to say, okay, eat less. And honestly, I still tended to eat better, because once you start eating less, you start being less addicted to the shitty foods. Then you can eat a little bit better. But it's just easier for me personally for having too high for grammar, syntax, and that. No worries. I don't know how I stay in shape. Then again, I was 3 miles a day, work all the time, eat 1 meal in the evening. So there's that. So you as for the hub, wouldn't recommend that particular industry is designed to work with mentality. Absolutely. And a lot of times you can see the sadness in their faces. It's just, once you see it, it's hard to unsee. And you just feel just disgusting. So wait a second. You were walking. Is that what you do now? 3 miles a day, work all the time, eat one meal in the early evening. That's it. 1 meal a day works, or small eating windows works. At least for me, it really worked. I don't know. It's all about self-control, and it's all about really want. You know what the thing is? I want to lose weight, but I don't really want to lose weight. I don't really feel like putting the effort in, but I'm hoping to. And I've been just so fucking stressed, man. I cannot put into words how stressful my current job is that I'm leaving. And the hope is I get my old job back, which I don't know that I will. I interviewed for my old job. I already have another job lined up if that doesn't work. That's what I'd rather get the old job. But if I get to the new job, hopefully it's that I'm already got a start date for it, everything, the end of June. Hopefully it's good. And by the way, because of that, in a couple weeks, you'll be seeing a lot. I mean, you already stream a lot. I'm trying to stream more on this channel. But you'll see a lot more streams, and hopefully with the Wake Down's help, a lot more videos. And by a lot, even once a week is a lot more because I'm not doing that many videos. And I got to get my editing game on as well. But no pressure on the Wake Down. I mean, I appreciate everything he's already done for this channel and for Culture Crime Fires with me and Matt. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Fireball Productions. Look at me, Tetris ready. Finally, a Tetris. All that fucking cool shit just to botch it. Oh, I keep covering up my opportunities. Oh my golly. Okay, this is probably a dunk. Fuck it. This run just got off to the wrong foot. Oh shit. Gotta get the gout thing in check. No, a guy lost his big toe from it. Might even lose his leg just below the knee. Fuck me. So yeah, you 3 miles a day every day, work all the time, eat one meal. So yeah, that'll keep you in shape, brother. I have a staff. He needs to exercise a lot. He'll go crazy. And you want to know something? When I was exercising, that's kind of how I was. I would have to. I'm an extremist, so I would have to work out every day and then play basketball 3 or 4 times a week, and then sometimes walk or run. You know, it was like a jog. I wasn't that good of a runner. Like a jog and run. And I would have to try to do as much of it. I want to do something, at least one of those every day, and most of the time 2 those things every day. And yeah, the Wake Down is R. Perry Chan, West Moody. I'm not sure if you've seen his work. He has a lot of good work. And hell, speak of the cultural crime fighter, and he shall appear. VigilanteWilliamson on the If episode. Yeah, because there's a bunch. This is the first, technically it's the second episode of this Tetris thing. Because I was playing Tetris earlier. Got into Tetris. Hell, Matt, how you doing? As I told the story earlier, kind of got into Tetris over the past few weeks. The YouTube algorithm guys have smiled on me, and the classic Tetris. Anyone who is wants to see something competitive and is pissed at sports, watch classic Tetris championships. It is really intense. Way more intense than it has any need to be. I'm serious, man. I'm serious. Check it out. Sometimes it takes me long to think. So I've just got this game Thursday for Steam, and I overpaid for it, and it sucks how I don't know what the fuck happened, but whatever. It's still happening. And apparently releasing an update in what day? Sometime this summer. Actually, it's supposed to be an update where it will. Oh Jesus Christ, that's lovely. Well, that was a decent talk. And another Tetris, but they'll have an update where it'll be crossplay and you'll play online, which it may already be a way to play online, but it's supposed to be Tetris. This is called Tetris Effect, and Tetris Effect Connected will be coming out sometime this summer, and it'll be an update that allows a lot more connectivity. And the reason I got this game is because actually the one being shielded by the Tetris Classic or World Tetris Classic, whatever it's called, I forgot it. CTWC, Classic World Tetris Championship. Okay, and they use the NES version, and I've been watching like little videos of how you get into it. And I'm planning on getting. I don't know how expensive a real NES is now. Apparently, the cartridge for Tetris is still cheap. But there's, if I don't get a real NES, I'll get like a retro machine style thing, and those apparently can run fairly cheap. So you got all these different movement options that you don't have in the original Tetris in this, but I've not quite mastered them. Boy. And even I think Citrus Dildo, when I was playing this earlier, said he was surprised how into it you get. Oh shit! I keep doing that. I overspin because I button mash. I need more patience. I'm probably still dead, but I like to kind of grind out, see if I can still score somehow. We got a score out of it. We're fucked. Oh, I thought I scored. That's over. See what you guys are saying in the chat. You want to work out? I want to work out riding. Motorcycle riding is hard. Pretty good workout. I see. I can imagine. Guys are saying hi to each other. Listening while driving, looking for the murder bum that stole my bike. Good luck, man. I don't know if I would want to smoke with a murder bum, a California murder bum. You're a tougher man than me, Wes. Tougher man with me will do, my friend. Yeah, don't go to jail when you find them, or don't go to the hospital, jail, or the morgue. Those are not the places you want to be, Wes Moody. I like the Vidge gaming streams. Yeah, I don't do too many of them. I'm going to do more with this game. Their show today, Matt. We'll see about the MF for Mondays. But not only this game, like I said, I want to get set up for the classic Tetris and maybe more classic games in general. I'm going to get a CRT, and there's different little cheaper capture cards. I found out about all this perusing the YouTube the past, like I said, actually that stuff just the past couple days, past week. And if you're like a Tetris guy or gal, oh shit, outside of fucking up. I'm not trying to play aggressive. I'm trying to play it safe. I do still misdrop a ton and misspin because this game gives you more spinning options. Actually, it's like even say cool things if you do cool things. Like rewards you in some way. Still learning the game. Obviously, Tetris is sort of self-explanatory. And honestly, I am playing on expert. Oh shit, it's hard to even get Tetrises on expert. Which just like I already appreciate the skill of the people who play this on a high level, but it just makes you appreciate that much more with all these movement options at a much lower speed, at least level wise, than they're going. How hard it is to Tetris, and they do it pretty regularly. Oh almost move my way into it using the movement options. Sometimes it can be a double-edged sword where I think I'm not moving something, or I think I've on the next piece and I haven't, and I'm still moving something. So it's a double-edged sword, especially when it goes fast like this. Oh shit! I'll rotate it, and that's the thing. I keep blocking my pass. But yeah, woo! After party. It's an after party. Robert, appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody for showing up. And feel free. I feel like I should talk about something. Eventually, I can see myself, even though far away from it now. But just for how many hours I'm probably going to play this game, because it's just a simple game to talk and stream. Kind of I don't know if chill's the right game because it can be intense. But low pressure game, you know what I mean? Low stakes. Everyone's playing the not Mortal Kombat, what the fuck am I saying? Resident Evil 8 Village, and it's like it's too much for me. It's too intense. An old man. I was never a good gamer. This is kind of just low and low stakes. Oh shit! Another misdrop. I don't know what to do with that one. Okay. Shout out to H. What I was, speaking of H. Oh, jeez, that was the worst one. One thing I thought about the other day, just randomly, is I can't remember when a few weeks ago. Shout out to APM. He was ragging on Mr. H, and I never found out why. Like what Mr. H said that pissed him off so bad, but he was pissed. And I wish I knew. And I'll never know because I'm sure that stream's not still up. He doesn't. I don't think he keeps his streams up like that. As you can see, this is going to be a disaster when it speeds up. Yeah, we're still maybe I'll be able to dig myself out of it in time. I don't think I can because it goes by lines cleared. If you notice, that's determining the progression. And I feel like by the time I get, I don't have enough. There's no way possible because this is going to be it. Got to speed up. So I'm just going to have to be lucky. And I ain't that lucky. Yep, and that's it. Since Dildo has to feed his dog Zeus, we both have a dog named Zeus. I'm trying to get off of this and highlight things. And Robert nods. I appreciate you nodding. LR4. Got another gaming addiction going on? I'm not sure. Yeah, both me and him had the same dog named Zeus. How about that? And I don't know if it's a gaming addiction, R4. It's just it's a cool game to stream. I have a streaming addiction. I stream all the fucking time because I'm addicted to it. Addicted to the attention, though. It's just something cool to do. I don't know. One thing is it's getting pretty warm in my apartment. So hold on a second. I need to turn the air up or down, whatever. More air conditioning. Give me a second. I'll be right back. apologies for the delay. As I mentioned, my dog is named Zeus, and as I mentioned in the last stream, and I think in the Vigilante Williamson show yesterday, I'm dog sitting. So you may hear some synth wave in the back, and the dogs just, they would leave. I forced them out. They drive a hard bargain. They're pretty cute. So as long as they chill, I'm just gonna let them stare at me and probably knock down my set a few times. Not complaining, no drama is nice. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably not gonna get as much and Ascension dildos back when I'm back. Cool. I'm probably not gonna get as much traction from these streams and videos, you know what I mean? And but at the same time, it's just still fun to do. And I cannot just make, like I said, I do not want to. Even though Gary, I was watching the Inquisition, and Gary read his super chat. I think it was from Friday Night Tights, and it was a great point that you can't stop talking because then only the shills will be here. And I'm paraphrasing and I'm probably ruining it, and I agree with that. And so you can't stop complaining about a lot of bullshit going on. However, I do not want to become CNN with Kathleen Kennedy or some blue-haired land whale as my Donald Trump. That I don't want to do that either. So I gotta do other types of content. So expect more of these type of streams, this game specifically, and potentially even classic stuff. Zeus is a sweetie. Actually, my Zeus is pretty sweet. Won't hurt a fly unless you touch me. I don't think he'll hurt a fly then. He'll bark though. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because my Zeus kicked another dog's ass for no reason. Just got off his leash and just attacked another dog. I really should. It's a miracle he didn't get put down. But the other guy was just cool. He just was cool. A guy who lives upstairs from me, so that sucks. Debate making videos for other games beyond racing. I just don't want to become another bro chasing gaming trends. Just make content about the games you like. Sometimes that may be in trend, sometimes it won't be. I get that though. Bad enough with the racing YouTubers. Half target to 10 to 12-year-olds, the other half are sim racing snobs. I see. Go back to the Wait Now episodes. I've done 2 gaming streams with maybe 7 views, both from games that are decades old. Do what you like. If I catch it, I watch it. That's exactly what it is. Zeus, I'm talking about you and streaming. Oh, Zeus. He's a really sweet dog. You know what? Let me see. Goodness, you can see how crazy my fucking the vigilante cave is. I'm gonna show Zeus. Maybe even the other one if I can. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. You know what I can do? I know what I can do. Just to kind of get the hang of it without you guys seeing it. Hold on. Let's do this. So full screen. And then we'll start the camera. So I can see you. I can see other stuff. So I don't want to show that. Because again, even if it is decriminalized, you just don't want to show that sort of stuff. So Zeus, I need you to move in a better position. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get a better position. So here is my Zeus, as you can see. Zeus, dog Jelani Williamson himself. Zeus the dog. Alrighty. So that's and let me try to blow it up. And hopefully I don't drop it and then you see a face. My face, but you see his face. That's dog Jelani Williamson looking crazy as usual. And stop the cam. And there we go. We're back with the game. So there's dog Jelani Williamson. And he's being needy because he wants attention and love. Oh, Zeus, man. All right, Zeus, I need you to move. Yes, you. I'm on a live stream right now. There are dozens of people. Well, a dozen people. Exactly a dozen people watching. It shows 12. 1 on Twitch. And I need to see who's watching on D Live real quick. And then just check the stream elements just in case. All right, no one watching on D Live, I don't think, or if they haven't commented. Let me just check because I'm not going to always see the chat. Just check the stream elements. Dashboard. Zeus, I need you to go. Move. Go home. Go home, Zeus. Go home. Thank you, Zeus. Okay. No stream balance, but just another normie subbed 11 hours ago. Shout out to all the new subs. Shout out to new subs. Shout out to the task force too. That we're trying to form around 1,000 subs. Congrats. And Eric K, the Rich King himself. What am I doing up this late? Playing Tetris Effect. That's what I'm doing. I'm further along than I was the last stream I did with Tetris. Yeah. Yeah, he is Dog of Poopus Q Burr, right? He looks just like a polar bear. Ever since I've become aware of Snorter Poopus, I call him Snorter Poopus sometimes. But yeah, it's a Memorial Day weekend. I have insomnia. I'm up. Yeah. Let's see. Do poor owners really did damage to the reputation of pit bulls, staffy doggos everywhere? Some people still cross the street when they see me walking home, or maybe it's because of me. Maybe it's both. You know what's funny? My mom Vigilante is a dog sitting a pit bull named Bear. He is so sweet. I love this dog. He's so sweet. And she likes the fact that people cross the street when they see her. So she's happy about it. And Eric K is omnipresent. That's really cool. I'm sure he's on 100 different streams right now because he's Eric K. But to be like, he just modded for one of the biggest streams all week, especially in this community. But still, thousands and thousands of people watch, and then he just shows up here and chills. It's really awesome. And so, hey, a lot of YouTube celebs may show up. Gary has shown up. EBN shows up on a semi-regular basis. Echo-based network. We are Echo-based. I consider them YouTube celebrities because they make really good content. Ryan Cannell has shown up. I feel like someone else did. I don't know. But people, hey, you never know who's in these chats. So it's cool to Eric K show up. It is a sweet dog. He's very sweet. Spent a large portion of yesterday rendering video in 1440p. Took hours. Premiere desynced the audio and the whole video was trash. Ugh. Oh, that sucks. Had to render at 1080p. He will come to find that Essential Dildo's a drug lord Croatia. Oh, he might be. Out across the streets, I saw a large dildo walking down the road, the pit, I would not mind. Yeah, if there was a large dildo, a robotic dildo walking a pit bull, I would be afraid, come to think of it. Speaking of being afraid, it's time for this devil worship level. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Oh, Jesus. Already with the misdrops. And I do better when I am not streaming because it is the talking. But I want to get good. So expect a lot of trash. And I know it may be painful to watch. So I apologize about the pain. Oh shit, my misroute. Okay. Not that costly. To burn away a lot of those misdrops. Ah, shit. Here we go. I got a good board. And I'll just, okay. I'll look that. Don't do that to me. Oh, motherfucker. Oh shit. Ah shit. Oh, I think we'll probably. I want to grind my way out and see what I can do. Oh, dang, how you do it? Ah, shit! I was trying to get in the hole. Okay. I like the high score. Yeah. I don't know why I made that noise. Just, all right. Shit. 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 Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Drunk 3PO. Okay, I'm like, somebody else is famous this show. Drunk 3PO. Thank you, Newbound Turk. Thank you. Hey, you had to bring up my past. You called it the Tiki level. Nah, it's not the Tiki level. There's one eye imagery. There's like all sorts of shit going on. Most guys spend 9 months trying to get out of the hole and the rest of their lives trying to get back in. I see. But nah, I wouldn't want to go back in. I just want to get. I don't know about that. I know what you're trying to say. If you're lucky, shit, did you see that damn TikTok video? I mean, that's the generation of non-moms we got. So I'm not sure how many are going to get out of the hole now. Enjoy that. If you don't know what I'm referring to, and I didn't actually see the video. I just heard about it. And I thought about watching it and making a video somewhat dealing with that. But it's basically a girl celebrating her smortion, which is not uncommon. She said something about everything conservatives hate. But I mean, this isn't new. This is not new. This is the past, really 70 years or whatever it's been. But especially the past 5, it's like, what do you listen? What do you guys want? You guys want to be like 4 out of 10 are your kids just not existent? Because it's not cool. And I'm referencing the statistics, and I mean statistics. You always gotta check the source, but I can't remember what the source is. So. I hope I'm wrong. I think 4 out of every 10 black kids the past 50 years have been snorted. And I think it's still a high rate for other races. I want to say it's like 2 or 3 out of 10 of the other races, which is still, when you think about it, pretty high. And it's going to be higher and higher and higher as time goes on, because it is empowering to get pregnant by a rando and snort it instead of trying to, be a healthier person. And if it happens, it happens. This isn't judgment, but it's not something to be proud of and celebrate. It's just something that happens, and you deal with it and you move on. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's sick the way that they're literally marketing it, to be fair. And Jesus, talking about hot button topic and a hot level, but they've made it a badge of honor. I mentioned the statistics on the African American community, so to speak. I remember seeing this damn video, and this white feminist talking about kids. And I think Jay Longbone was the original source of this video, of me seeing the video. So shout out to Jay Longbone. But it was this yuppie feminist chick talking to kids about how proud she was about her smortion. And shout out to the young black kid asking her like very logical, hard-hitting, real questions that she really couldn't handle. And a lot of it was edited out, and she couldn't handle. So only God knows all the other questions that didn't make an interview. But I'm like, don't you know? Like literally, this kid had a four. I mean, probably it's not that high because he was probably from a more well-to-do family, or whatever the case may be. But don't you know like how high the rate is? And you sitting there celebrating, now you know what motherfuckers is going through, not even caring about the motherfuckers who don't want to celebrate it. By the way, because they exist, but they're not even allowed to tell those stories. They censor them. They censor women who regret it. And I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm not talking about legalization. I'm talking about encouragement, man. I'm a libertarian at heart, so what should be legal, cool. Your body, your choice, but everybody ain't got to like the decisions you make. And that's especially when it gets to insane numbers that are now affecting, society at large. People can say, hey, I'm just not cool with it. And they got a right to. But you know what? She got the right to make the crazy shit she may. I know I'm rambling. She'll be and failing as a result. Maybe I should make a video about it if I care that much, right? Ooh, that was nice tuck. That's the one thing this game does give you, is that the movement options you would have normally never achieved. Oh, I fucked it up. Like doing a sweet crossover and missing a jump shot. And I think we're done here. I got further along when I was let's see what we were saying. Anyone react to that? Maybe just poke around for a bit. Fun fact, I got Zeus from a thank you from a friend. Took a charge for him. It was only 5 grams of weed. Just had to pay a ticket, but they found it on him. He had to go back inside. I see. Look at my man, Cinch Dildo's a real one. Took his pinch like a man. And loved Jay Longbone, and he saw the same video. I talk about that kid, Minster. Yeah, that kid fried her. Mr. H's streamer up. Okay. His streams are. I thought he was the one type of guy. No, he does have a live channel too. But okay, they're up. Skim through 2 without more info would take a while to hunt down the comments he made. Oh, were they about Tom? I didn't know who they were about. And maybe you misheard me. I just know APM was mad at him. And maybe they were about Tom. I don't know who they were about. And it was around that time. So it could have been about that. I know Tom had been on the stream many a time. So it could have been directly about that. And yeah, it was never intended to be birth control. Too many look at it as a way out, not a last resort for a particular situation. And again, celebrating it is, oof, that was the worst. Yeah, it's the celebration. These girls are brainwashed to think that's the thing. It's not even about birth control at this point. It's a badge of honor. It's something you can go to your friends and just, it's a notch in your belt. So that it was a time situation. He had said something about, okay. Eric K just said there in the chat, I'm playing so I can't highlight it. So it was time. Okay. I still don't know what was his take on it. And it's funny, Gary kind of talked about it in today. He didn't mention her name. He said they never went in the DMs. I know they were talking shit about Gary at one point. But I wasn't 100% on it. That's not just a PC answer. I heard something like, here's what I heard. I heard everything, same shit everybody else heard. And tried to hear more. Tried to learn more. But something about FNT and had to distance itself for her. And I guess I shouldn't say people's name because I ain't big enough. I don't want to smoke. But since it's out there, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's public record at this point. Public record with public figures. I mean, shit, everybody got a lot more subs than I got. So at this point, everyone's a public figure. That shit, at this point, even I have to be considered a public figure, don't I? Right? I am doing this shit. A lowly public one, but yeah, it's just that's what I signed up for. But in any event, I don't give a fuck. Shit doesn't concern me the least bit. But I you know, I fuck like Tom. I thought it was unfortunate. I don't know exactly. Apparently, it was some veracity to some of it, and maybe it was a situation where there was some veracity, and then some people wanted to blow shit out of proportion for clout, or maybe people were just really pissed, and I don't know. No hell have no fury. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how that's kind of how that goes. But here's what it is. You know, for a little bit, you know, I'm not gonna say anymore. I don't think much more is gonna come of it. Just murmurs and shit. I don't really know what are we looking for. Are they still stirring it up? That's really the question. Cause I don't pay no attention to Mecca. Yeah, I had a friend mine had to do it when she was 19. Totally fucked her up. Yeah, so a lot of people, yeah, it fucks a lot of people up. We are our future. We all are future public figures. If this task force do it, I know you are. I don't know what the rest of us. Does that make me a pubic figure? Maybe. Start. Okay, you guys are explaining it. I think the lower tiers community, like the old days when comics had to earn their stripes and hole in wall clubs before getting sets with bigger venues, something like that. Yeah. Or indie rock bands had to tour before they can get on bigger tours and get signed. So Robert asked for a quick rundown of the Tom Mecca situation. Quite frankly, you guys may know more than me. Started with Mecca, continued with Mary Mayhem, and all I've gotten out is a ton of simps out there. So what I believe there was a fucking was it a High Council episode, and Tom and Mecca got into it on the episode, and then Mecca started making allegations that Tom had been abusive, shown text messages, physically things, and apparently, is she dating someone from Midnight's Edge? I don't know, but that was it's something like that. Something like that. I think she's dating somebody. I think Rob from Midnight's Edge, and so it was a whole thing. But the truth is, like, it was there's so much streams, but I don't know. And you know what's funny about this shit? When it was coming out, because it actually broke the daytime was on Culture Crime Friday, which is every Wednesday on either my channel or Matt's. This week is going to be on Matt, maybe Comics Division. I literally hopped in. It was the same day, right afterwards. This, you know, I just knew Tom almost didn't make the show, if you guys remember. Thank God he did. And I'm on multiple of these fucking streams, and like one of my little, not burner account, but just my side account. Actually, my first account with YouTube, or not my first, but one of my oldest ones. But it's just like I'll use it as a secondary account because I use this account primarily even watching stuff. But I'm just asking, like, what happened? Explain it to me like I'm 5-year-old. What happened? Somebody break this shit down to me like I'm a kid, because I have a life. I cannot watch hundreds of fucking hours of fucking streams, plus do all the hours of streams. So please, if you have an issue, let me know what the fuck is going on. Now she did say some things, and there was some text, and I don't know, man. But I don't fucking know, and I don't know shit about the Mary Mayhem and the Jesse Milestone. I just know they got mad too, and I just, oh my god, I don't know. Well, if all you were mad, what the? I gotta shut up. I gotta shut up. People kept trying to ask me about it. I told them none of my business. I do not want to know any of it. I do not even know who the person was before then. I did learn a few things later. Yeah, I learned a few things, but I don't know. Internet drama is gay. Yeah. I think she was with Rob. Yeah. Mecca has said some questionable things in the process. A lot about Snyder. Yeah, I heard about that. Uncalled for in reality. Let's just do Tetris. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool. Who was asked? So that's the thing. So yeah, that's the quick rundown. So Robert, who asked to buy a 314 by 317, is as done with it as everyone else. Yeah, it's just the only time I was any upset is where I thought it would actually affect Tom being on Friday Night Tyson doing stuff. I thought that wouldn't have been right. And it looked like, you know, he missed a fucking Midnight's Edge episode. And I was like, you know, I don't know what he did, because again, I still don't really have a rundown. But for fuck's sake, he didn't kill or I didn't hear anybody getting punched. I didn't hear anybody getting touched. He said mean things. He may have said some things he shouldn't have said. But he shouldn't lose his fucking YouTube career over saying mean things, man. Like, if that's all it was, it doesn't mean it was right. And again, I don't have the details. If you guys know more, that's cool. But it's just not. I'm not with that. And it didn't happen. So it was nothing really. After that didn't happen, it was like, oh, this is kind of done. But I think every now and again there's still murmurs. And hey, the person in question, Mecca, does have a large subscriber base, like 60K. So it's not like it's nothing to sneeze at. And there's gonna be people who just support them, and that's fine, man. That's cool too, man. That's cool too. Whatever, man. Because I wasn't there. I don't fucking know what happened. I really don't. And anytime I ask for like hardcore details, it's just vagaries and bullshit. I learned a lot of like cursory things, but even that's just like of no real note or consequence. So it is what it is, man. Okay. You know, I was kind of hesitant about doing that. I knew the heat was coming. These noises. I'm sorry. Wake down. No, don't do this to me. Oh, shit. You were supposed to be the chosen one. Wake down. Don't do this to me. But I can just imagine all the material I'm giving you. Please go to sleep and do not record this or watch the playback of me grunting and making crazy noises at Tetris. No. Oh no. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're just hoping. Oh shit. All right, we're done here for. Stay out of it. None of your business, nor anyone else besides those involved. I was just talking about it, man. I mean, it was asked. So I was just saying my piece. I'm not in it. But I'm not a bad liar. And again, as I've said before, if this channel ended tomorrow and I never did this again, it would suck. But it's not the end of the world. Don't actually search info. Kind of hard not to find out the things. Watch so many streams. Not recording at the moment. This is your best chance. I forget this stream exists by the time I go clip hunting again. Cool. At the wait down, LOL. Hopefully, please. And that's where I'm at with VW. But yeah, I'm just. It's to me. I think it's pretty much a thing over. But hey, if you guys have any details that may be relevant, let me know. I will say this last thing: that and the Geeky Pixie thing, in general, have me hesitant on working with people I don't. Just in general. And I was already hesitant with working with people in general because I spent so many time on. If you knew how much, at one point, if you knew how much I was streaming on other people's streams a week on a regular basis, it will blow your fucking mind. And it's like, I just fucking can't. I cannot spend 10 hours a week, not on my own fucking channel, and work a full-time stressful job and then somehow get 6 or 7 hours of streaming and content on my own channel. I can't keep up with that. No, I can't. So it's like, okay, all these things are lining up telling me I got to do a lot less with people in general. That's just how it has to happen. So it's a multitude of things. It's attacking me on all things. It's like, okay, it's you just got to not stream with people as much. And I still want to, you know what I mean? But it's just got to be a lot more sparing. So it's one, I guess, to be more accurate, it's one of many factors of saying, nah, I can't quite stream to that same extent. Oh, shit. And not as collaborative as I was just not a few short months, but beginning of the year, winter. And then I got a little personal certification that hopefully will pay dividends. We'll see. And so, yeah, Wes is in the chat. I would love to do some whatever Wednesdays. I'm sure I'll still do them. I'm sure I'll be on Culture's Sunday review again as I watch this. But I will not be a regular every week guy on either show ever again, unfortunately. That just cannot happen and me stay sane. I could barely stay sane not doing it. There's just no way. And then not really with that. I mean, just, as much, hey, I'm loving a lot of new people in the community. Nerd Portal, I was the weight down. I'm still consider myself new to the community, even though I'm close to my year on this channel. And I still want to, but I'm going to be a lot more hesitant in general. Plus, I'm a loner. And like I said, I don't know, I just like doing my own thing. I don't even consider myself Fandom Menace. I'm Fandom Menace adjacent. This channel did not actually start as a Fandom Menace channel. Kind of just because I went 5 or 6 months before anyone even knew I was doing this in the community, so to speak. I love you guys, man. You guys are awesome. People are pretty cool when they're not trying to be chick or claiming to be chicks or whatever the hell is going on. No woman is a man, baby. That said, I still got to stream because sometimes there's a Thursday night throwdown. This week is a perfect example of I didn't really feel like streaming, but I was glad I did. Me and Dalton Authenticator got into a pretty healthy debate, I would say. I say healthy. He apologized. He didn't need to. I was like, no, it's cool because I need my thoughts and shit challenged. I was glad to do it. It actually made me want to stream with him a little bit more. So I got to figure some time to do that, or some way of doing that as well. Fairly Odd Parents. Okay. Okay, all these things praying to this thing still not helping. There's a chance I do not beat this level in front of you guys. Oh shit, I'm playing. I'm sorry, I had to look at you guys. I'm sorry. First world problems. I agree with the sentiment to the point where we give all the people in question our money. Okay, we saw that. I can see Bree's face being used as tiny Tetris pieces. Is that like a personal attack or something? Oh man, those bums are hiding. You're on Wes Moody's big adventure for that bike, man. No bike, and Wake Down's wondering if you found them. Hair to Eric K. And yes, I did used to be a stream hoe, but I'm mature now. I'm mature now, and I you know, you know, I can't even think of a form of trying to reform thought cliche. Is your meth head neighbors? I think they already have it gone. Too bad you not have GPS on it. No sympathy by those food by Geeky Pixie. Once I heard the voice, I was very aware it wasn't a woman. So I felt like I think I streamed with this person once, or they were mentioned once on the stream because I ended up following them on Twitter, and I saw them once on Twitch. That was my only interaction with Geeky Pixie. Because I'm on my semi-MGTOW stuff, I never simped. And I saw them fishing for compliments like a month or so ago, and I'm ignoring this shit. The fuck is going on? But I didn't really expose myself to Geeky Pixie enough to really like pay attention. I just thought the story was funny. It's just too funny. Sprinkle some crack on the sidewalk and they'll come out immediately. I don't know if Tyrone Biggums did it. Oh my. Vale, Geeky Dixie. It was Jared. His name is Jared. Just evolution VigilanteWilliamson. I'm going on the same thing. As you learn the platform, develop a presence, you begin to understand how it works and reprioritize. Absolutely. I had no idea about Pixie. Only videos I ever watched were those shitty tributes, and I thought I was supporting yet another community member. Next time, I'm finding a video with dialogue first. I have to dial back guessing too, yeah. But you know what, Wes? Thank you, man, because you having me on your show is how I met a lot of people. That's how I met Tom and Comics Division was through you. So thank you, brother. I bet you do better if you muted none of that frantic chanting. Maybe. Holy shit, Robert, I'm going to credit you in that video. Epic idea. Yo, thanks. Thanks, Robert. Giving the weight down ideas. I turned into the Inquisition. They were talking about Star Wars. I tuned out immediately, went down to the music rabbit hole instead. Love those guys, but I'm so over it. That's another thing. I'm trying to find that balance. Like I said, I agree with Gary. We got to keep talking about certain things, or else it's just mainstream media. It's just lamestream, narrative, right? But I'm not trying to be CNN with Kathleen Kennedy as my orange man. It's just not a good look, especially if they do actually whack her. Then what? I think I have different goals, man. By no means, because by no means am I trying to get Hollywood to do better, so to speak. I'm making fun of them. I'm talking shit about them. But I don't expect to get blood from a turnip. They don't have the talent anymore. And I recognize that and I accept that. At a basic level, they just don't got the skill. Wokeness aside, politics aside, they can't fucking do it. They can't tell good stories on a consistent basis anymore. And I don't know that Hollywood ever will. And they're so wrapped up in agenda. A lot of it is because of social engineering. A lot of it is because of a lack of talent and a want for clout. But whatever we have, they're so wrapped up in agenda that it's incapable of being done. And on top of it, even before agenda became the thing to do, it was still trash and reboots. That MGM sale makes no sense to me. I'm like lost as fuck. You guys were trying to explain it to me yesterday, or now it's Monday now. I'm like, you spent $8 billion for a bunch of movies nobody wants to see anymore and haven't wanted to see in a while. Why? Now, somebody said, hey, it ain't shit to a boss when it comes to Bezos. And that's probably the most accurate thing. And apparently, on the Inquisition, they talked about how the government basically paid for it because they got $10 billion in government contracts that they haven't delivered for a spaceship they haven't delivered. And the fucking sale was about $8 billion. So there's that. But there's nothing there. So Hollywood can't do it. And listen, no matter how much green titty milk they make Luke drink, you'll never ruin the original trilogy to me. So what the fuck am I doing? I don't think you're going to fire Cap. Well, I do think they may get rid of her from the sense of give her another role in Disney or get her out of Lucasfilm, get her out of Star Wars. And I think actually letting her do Indy 5 is like the perfect thing to do. That's some 3D chess. Letting her do Indy 5 because you know that's going to be a bomb. Even if it wasn't woke, it was going to be a bomb after that fourth one. Just like the Matrix they're coming out with. Like, what? You know, you are aware your franchise is in complete the shitter, right? You know it sucked. The last time we saw you, it was hot garbage trash and we were trying to forget about it. So you're bringing that back? Okay. So that's why her doing Indy 5, that's going to be a disaster. And that will probably give them the leeway to at least move on from her on some level because you got to talk investor speak. She's like a bad coach who happened to have won a Super Bowl because those two, I mean, say what you will, she made $4 billion in 2 movies off the first 2 of the Disney tragedy. And so investors only hear money. Like the actual decision makers, they only hear money. But she's good. Even if they get rid of her, even if whatever, they don't have the talent. They can't do it. And I'm tired of remakes and IP. Like a lot of these IPs are done with. Should Star Wars even be a franchise if it's just really 3 movies? No disrespect to the EU, no disrespect to Rebels, no disrespect to any of that. And if I'm asking about Star Wars, RoboCop, Raging Bull is one of the properties they have. What are you going to do? You're going to remake that? I guess they did the Anne Boleyn race swap. But I mean, Raging Bull is a Jake LaMotta story. And there's a bunch of other properties they own. I think Legally Blonde was in there. It's like, nobody wants to see a new one of this franchise or that franchise. There's a lot of love for the Stargate, it looks like. James Bond still technically exists. But there's not a lot of stuff that I want to see. You know what? Don't they does MGM own All Dogs Go to Heaven? Not that that's an active franchise, but I liked it as a kid. And now this is just CVW fail at this. Because I don't think I have the talent yet to beat levels like this and talk. But I'm still having fun streaming. I could always lower the difficulty if you want to see me succeed. But I'm not moving off of the spot. Oh shit. I'm still trying to get the movement mechanics down. Yeah, Raging Bull is a good movie. It's a good movie, but it's not a franchise. You know what I mean? They do owe All Dogs. Okay. And they probably own Fern Gully too. I'm trying to think of things they could actually toss out, haven't been done in a while, you could get kids with. You could probably, if you made a faithful remake in 3D of All Dogs Go to Heaven, I think a group of kids who had never seen that would like it. If you made a faithful remake of a lot of those kid movies they may own, that's where they can maybe get some of that money back. Otherwise, that just seems like if it's a tax write-off, it's a tax write-off. I'm not a high-level corporate accountant, but they will never get their money back on that. CC and I were debating it. He thought they made sense. Is he on drugs? Is Culture Casino on drugs? Even the back catalog, brother, nobody's buying it. They already are the biggest franchise as far as streaming services on accident because of Amazon Prime. They're not going to get another dollar. This is what happens when you make so much money, you're too big to fail. Stargate, but they still pay $8 billion. Now, if you think Stargate can make, I don't know the potential of Stargate. And honestly, if they do it right, if they do it right. Let me actually read the comment. I think Stargate has been undervalued and is highly underrated. Contender to Star Wars and Star Trek, is still capable of launching a franchise the last decade and make back every dollar. If there is any potential truth, is that if they can hit one of those, if they can make one of those get to the tune of an MCU, it does. But man, I just don't. How? What is supposed to lead me to believe? First off, is anything going to be in theaters from Amazon? Do they have a movie studio or just a streaming service? Theaters are coming back. We'll see how that becomes a part of the culture again, because people have to kind of get used to. I think people in a lot of spaces are getting back used to being in public again. My brother went to UFC in Houston a few weeks ago. But man, all these remakes, all these reboots, it's like Hollywood is it. You pay $8 billion for a bunch of old franchises. How much cheaper would it have been to develop your own? How much cheaper? You could have spent $100 million by giving it $10 million to 10 different people, 10 different really talented people, and you would have gotten a franchise more valuable than anything you paid for. You want to know how I know? Because people are getting tired of remakes too. People are getting tired of redos too. Because people want original stories. That's why manga and anime is so popular. People want new stuff. I don't care. I don't want to see that. The RoboCop remake wasn't even that bad. It was fine. Wasn't as good as the obviously original ones, but it was fine. But it's like I don't really, and I'm a Detroit guy. I love RoboCop. I don't really want to see a new RoboCop. And hell, Wookiee Lives Matter remake the Apple Dumpling game. Who will be dying nuts? You also have to look at the Blu-ray releases and other re-releases. Not all IPs are targeted for re-releases. Remake everything Don Knotts did for Disney. Here's the thing, though, Cinch and Dildo. Amazon, $8 billion, nothing to Amazon. Somebody who used to be an Amazon employee, as funky as they were about, they paid people, but it's still, they weren't paying people $50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So they care about making more money than what they spend. Granted, they've already put $1 billion into that fucking, or close to $1 billion, whatever they're at with Lord of the Woke. And so they don't care about throwing money at this. And I can see it from their perspective of being something they're willing to spend a lot of that trillion on. But they made that trillion by being efficient with their money. So $8 billion being nothing to Amazon. Yeah, but if it's just $8 billion just being fucked up, I just don't see how they make that money back. And another thing, what is Amazon's track record? They have The Boys. Is that the only live action thing they've done with any success? And is it almost 4 a.m.? Holy shit. Why are you guys letting me stream so damn late? I'm still going to be going. This is the power of math, people. What about that Don Cat remake? No one remembers that crap. I actually do not. Darius laughing. All right, almost 4 a.m. Got to be up for 9 at work. Gonna duck out. Y'all take it easy. Oh, sucks you have to work on Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. And the wait down's a veteran, so happy Memorial Day, brother. John Hunter replaced Don Knotts. Easy, Chris. Just quote Captain Killy. They made 150 billion. Well, yeah, because I'm sure they did. 151. True. I mean, of course they made tons of money last year with this damn lockdown. Yeah, they pay fairly well. Treat their employees like crap. Yeah. But even, you know what? I was in South Carolina. And they paid solid. I was a temp though, but even that was a gimmick. So what they do, they get temps every year. There were people who were regular temps at Amazon, and they get them seasonally for peak season, and they get rid of them. And it's kind of a scam. And they had the Clancy show. So many of those are entering the public domain soon. It wouldn't shock me. Oh yeah, that's why I asked what I'm doing so late. I'm just up. I mean, it's Memorial Day, so I'm off tomorrow. I do have to get the VigilanteWilliamson mobile. The VigilanteMobile is stranded at some random place near a post office because it broke down. I tried to get my PO box, so I have to get that towed tomorrow. I didn't feel like doing it today. I probably should have, because I don't want the boys to just tow it. Like Carnival Road, but I haven't done more with it. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is Happy Memorial Day later at all. Yep. Peace. Wait down. Have a good night. Check out his channel. Sub to it if you haven't. It's the best. He's our Perry Chan. The damn video he did with Matt and Bree, the editing, all jokes aside, the editing is fucking incredible. But man, I just don't see. I mean, the deal they signed, it still doesn't make sense. Because, okay, look at what Netflix got from Sony. Netflix, that's another thing. Netflix signed so much of a better deal for Sony than Amazon did with MGM. Granted, it's a licensing deal. They don't own Sony. So there's that. But they got such a better deal. And yeah, a lot of companies do seasonal employees, but not like that. Like they have this thing called rate. You got to make rate. That's what I mean by efficiency. That's what I really went to say. And so if you don't, I was picking things like 100 some odd items a minute, you get fired. So they're all about efficiency. You know what I mean? I can't remember what the rate is, and they adjust it. Whatever that rate is, you have to get this many things per minute or you get fired. And so you're talking that to a 13 an hour employee. Ooh, sorry, voice. My voice is getting dry, so I actually got the water open. But you're going to fucking scream at a 13 an hour employee because they picked 90 items instead of 100 items in a minute or hour or whatever it is. Not minute, hour. Whatever it is. And then go around and take that money earned off of all those employees you're working to death and blow it on fucking Legally Blonde and RoboCop. You know what I mean? Like, what? And you're not gonna make it back. And I hope I'm wrong. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. The one call centers I used to work for will bring people in just for iPhone releases. Rarely do they ever keep them after. Yeah. But they're doing this, and then they get this incredible tax break from the Carolina that says they have to hire so many people. So it's just kind of a scammy thing. And like I said, 13 to 15 hour. I can't remember what it was, but it was some in that realm, which I was happy to make because I was just moved to the South. But it's it's just like you're gonna do that, and then let's just blow all this money on a bunch of shit that we can't use. And again, Netflix signed a deal with Sony, where Sony's gonna do a lot of work and make them a lot of their content, which takes the load off of their back because they spend a lot of money developing content, and some of that load gets alleviated. And now Sony will do a lot of that. Also could mean, I think it may mean Spider-Man on Netflix as well. I thought that was a much smoother deal what Netflix did compared to what they just did for MGM. But again, there's a difference. They own all that content Amazon does. Netflix will have to renegotiate with Sony. So there's that. There is that. But I don't know. I just don't see them making their money back. And anyone says, it's content for the streaming. The streaming service is already the number one streaming service on accident. There's nothing that people are getting Amazon for at this point, and there's nothing they're going to produce because none of those properties have any hotness. Maybe Stargate is. Maybe I'm wrong. And then, okay, another thing. Let's say Stargate is that property or has that potential. You think they're going to actually do it? What evidence do you have that Amazon can actually make the content good? Where are you, if you have some evidence that I don't, please let me know. I just don't see it. But hey, if they prove me wrong, they prove me wrong. So the problem is I'm not hyper tapping. I don't know how. That's what the pros are all doing. They're hyper tapping and they're rolling and doing all this cool shit. So they can do cool shit on Tetris. And I got extra movement options as opposed to classic Tetris, because you roll the pieces, and I'm not doing anything but preserving my life but not scoring, which is too true to life when I put it out like that. Thank you guys for joining me. This wacky Tetris shit. I don't think I've done any level except this. I still got the call center up. Sorry, you guys couldn't see all the action because of this chat. VigilanteWilliamson, Darius Munchausen. Hey, yeah, I could. Vince Hill's the call center. Sure has a lot of cubicles at least. Quota. Everybody wasting money to make a new Game of Thrones, and the old Game of Thrones was flopped at the end. I don't see. You know what? I don't see a new Game of Thrones coming out. Here's the thing. What has been entertainment can't face the fact, mainstream entertainment, there's probably some people that realizes, turn out the lights, the party's over. But for a good portion of mainstream entertainment, it's just done. Maybe Disney included. I feel like there's certain brands that still have some hope left. Warner, Disney, they do, despite what we may feel. But even then, they're going to be operating at a lot lower scale than they've ever, or not ever, but have operated for in a long time. Because I just don't see the interest in entertainment. Bro, even the NFL and the Super Bowl are losing ratings. The only reason the NFL signed that insane deal they just signed, which is going to lead to probably their demise. It's probably going to be the last check, because what's going to happen is they're going to be paying those athletes so much, and when the ball does drop, it's going to drop hard. But even though the ratings really were even falling for the NFL, they didn't fall at the rate of everything else. Hence, they got a lot of money. Hell, the assholes who claim me, AEW, get a lot of money because, as bad as wrestling has been historically for advertisers, it's something that people still watch, and it's not falling at the rate of everything else. So give them money, because what else? We don't know what's happening. This has replaced them. I don't watch fucking TV. I can barely watch everyone on YouTube I want to watch, and then Twitch and all the shit. Shout out to D Live. I'm not giving you guys any love if you're there. This is live. It's a simul stream, and I'm already dead in this level. You know what I'm gonna do, because I'm sick of playing this Satanist level. Going to actually go back into some of the levels that I already beat on Expert and see how much easier or harder they are with the Spectre of the Stream. Because I'm just sick of Satan. Not today, Satan. Sure, they'll get more help as the propaganda wing of the government informing the tax dollars. Absolutely. They already are. But man, you can't teach cool. Listen, no matter how much you pay the milkman, he's not going to come back. And they don't, a lot of these franchises are in milkman land. Like they're obsolete. ESPN's obsolete. You can subsidize it. It no longer serves a purpose. Fuck, Outkick that just got this money. They're already obsolete because Clay Travis isn't even doing it anymore. He wants to be Rush Limbaugh, which, I like Clay Travis, but you're just a more successful right-wing Jamel Hill. Like, I like your points a lot better, but you're someone who used sports talk to piggyback into politics. Not ashamed. Will Kane did something similar, whatever. Keith Olbermann did something similar. Not the first to do that, but that is what happened. But in any event, bro, sports wars, black and white sports, and any local. I follow a lot of local Detroit channels to follow like local sports. You don't need ESPN anymore. If you have a Twitter, you'll see every highlight, or a YouTube. House of Highlights exists. There's all these channels that do shit. YouTube, Instagram. You'll see every highlight you need. If you need analysis, if you need the news, like I said, there's different sources. There's a million sources outside the ones I mentioned. You know, we don't know sports wars, black and white sports relative to the community. But you don't need ESPN anymore. It's milkman. It doesn't. The reason you watched it no longer is relevant. Oh, and it's woke. That's the thing. It's a double whammy. And on top of it, your lead guy is being destroyed by a bust right now. You're getting that mama's cooking by a quote unquote bust. Hashtag bust life. Shout out to Kwame Brown. And that's the guy you pay the most money to. That's the king, Stephen A. Smith. Screaming A. Smith. So, like, you don't serve a purpose. You're not even providing what you're supposed to, and you've been replaced. How can you exist? And that's just one thing. That's ESPN. One thing that used to be relevant. In sports in general. Obviously, the NBA had their struggles. And that's not it. It's not just sports. It's regular TV too. It's broadcast TV. The ratings aren't there. You saw what happened with the Oscars. But still outrated the woeful NBA Finals last year, which I think will do better this year because of Brooklyn. There's interest in this thing that they're doing. This is yet another super team, which also I think is burning team. The super team thing is almost like hot shot booking in wrestling or the end game, or like the Avengers. Like we first see the Avengers, it's cool, but then after by the time you get to Infinity War, you've seen the Avengers team up a trillion times. You know what I mean? And it's no longer relevant. The same things happen with these super teams. The first, when you had the Boston Big Three or the Heatles or even the Golden State, it was cool, but now you're seeing another one. It's like, and even then, it was just like, okay, so these guys are just never going to try to win a championship. This is the only way to win a championship. So all smart marketing suck, or just you're just waiting for a big market team to poach you off your guys. It's less people watch just off of that. Oh yeah, and you're woke, and oh yeah, you pander to China. These things aren't going to survive. So I know I'm ranting and rambling as I play Tetris. Poorly. Oh, I paid so little attention. Didn't realize I actually had a shot, and I just botched it. Oh, that was my shot. You know what? Never give up. Never give up hope. Oh no, that's it. I was close. I can beat this board. Yeah. Well, you know what? Because Kwame killed Patrick, but man, Kwame Brown is the man. I don't know if people still watch ESPN, man. And the Tebow thing. I'm not a pro Tebow guy. I'm not an anti Tebow guy. I thought he could have had another year as a gimmick quarterback, even though he couldn't throw. But man, you know what it is? I knew somebody that worked with him at ESPN, and they told me he was a total. They told me that image is not real. They told me that image of Tim Tebow everybody has is not real, and that's left a bad. Whenever you hear a firsthand account about that, you can't help but to have a bad taste in your mouth. So I always think, oh yeah, he's kind of a work. People don't know it, but I know. Having on good authority, he's a work, and he's a diva and all sorts of things. That treats people kind of shittily. Apparently, you know what I mean. Once you hear that, it's hard to do that. I knew somebody who worked at I don't want to. I don't know. I'm not gonna say their name. Honestly, there's a girl I dated, and I remember what she looks like. No, I just thought of her name. I do remember her name. It just hit me. But yeah, she told me he was not pleasant to be around, and that people did not really want to work with him, and that he had a whole lot of. He was a demanding guy. So I know a lot of people buy into him, and I'm not trying to ruin your dreams of him, and I'm not trying to say it affects him as a player. And maybe he just was pissed being there because he wanted to do. Obviously he was trying to be in part of Yankees at that time, I believe. He was doing some broadcasting, and again, or it was around that time that he had. No, it was around right when he signed to do baseball, like right before actually. And they told me, yeah, he was not the coolest guy, and this is probably gonna have to be a restart. Talking to you guys. Oh shit! I thought I landed that piece. It does show the theory that I am like I'm naturally shitty, but I am much shittier trying to talk. Sorry that comment is still up. Probably should pause, but it'll just fucking my concentration. I think, like I said, I'm pretty sure I can beat this board because it's a lot slower than the Demon Worship board that I was just playing. It's music it's not the greatest music, but I prefer it to the terrible awkward rapping. And I could beat the level if I could stop dropping things. Jesus. Okay, I was still misdropping. I get nervous when the speed kicks up. Like it's not even that fast comparatively. I was dealing with that speed earlier. Some of it is just how drastic the speed change is. It lulls you into a false sense of security. Like this is the same speed I start off with in the Fireboard, but for some reason, because it's drastically different, it's like I can't deal with it. And I over-rotated there, overthinking. And I really actually just realized, like, if you guys do the timeline on when I'm talking about, you can see what station he was working for. If you wanted to do that, as far as Tebow, I keep getting close. I know I can fucking beat this if I stop. Maybe I can still beat it. You don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. Yes, let's go. But we're done here. We're done at this level. You get a little slow down. And you still fuck up because you're a moron. Because you're a vigilante. Alrighty. We got through that last level, though. That doesn't matter. I'm still putting in work in these Tetris streets. If that thing transitions on me, we're through. Oh, that was the worst play. Okay, let's just restart this level. See what you guys are saying. Oh, no. I hate the preview. I was at one of his Night to Shine. Okay, well, that's good. I was at one of his Night Shine events. He took time out to make time for a disabled girl. Even though I have I'm not going to say it. I'll if he was cool then, I'm not going to just let my person's, somebody I know who had a bad experience or, bad experience working with them, let that go. I get my footy analysis from indie YouTube channels only, so much more in depth. Big broadcasters, high X players who ain't got nothing exciting to say. It's paid $1 million, shaking my head. Man, you're not kidding about. I don't pay attention to footy particularly, but man, the YouTube, the fan indie YouTube channels give you so much better breakdown and analysis of stats. They really care. Is it possible to turn the preview off? Oh, you talking about the preview of the pieces? I probably can. It's way better than that rapper crap. Still mediocre. Yeah, still very mediocre. Should have went with Sith Wave. You're gonna remake Tetris. Woo! Shout out to Ric Flair. This is the Charlotte area. Tetris skirt. Say it. If he's really a douche, I want to know. Well, all I heard is he was really shitty about coffee. That's what I heard. He was really shitty about people getting him coffee. Really shitty to the assistants. That's what I heard. But I'm, if he was at a charity, what I was going to say is, oh sheesh, it's my, fuck me. Hold on. I unplugged the controller, and is it probably? Let's see. Okay, I unplugged the controller. That fucked everything up. We'll see what happens when I plug it back. I thought it would just go into wireless mode, but it didn't. Okay, so I'll just plug it back up. So that's all I heard, and I was going to make the comment like, just because someone does stuff like that, sometimes John Cena does a lot of stuff like that, and you see how he can be. You know what I mean? He does a lot of the same stuff, and sometimes when it comes to this charity, I'm gonna quote Stephanie McMahon: "Philanthropy." What did she say? Philanthropy is the new marketing. So that's not a knock. This doesn't mean anyone's disingenuous when they do charity. But the philanthropy is the new marketing, is what I believe Stephanie McMahon said. And there are people who definitely look at philanthropy as marketing tools. Doesn't mean it is. Doesn't mean he wasn't genuine. And I'm not trying to besmirch the man. I never met him. I'm going off somebody who said people did not want to work with him, that he had a handler, that he was a diva, and he was difficult to deal with in a broadcasting setting. He is an athlete. I don't know, what. I wasn't there. This is just what I heard. Could have been someone just talking shit, but they had no reason. I wasn't a diehard Tebow hater or lover for that story to be told to me, for it to be untrue. That's just what I heard. And so, having heard that kind of, it was a first-hand account from them. It colored my opinion of him. And so I always kind of like, especially knowing that's his gimmick, is he's such a good guy and everyone believes in him. It's like, oh, so that's not real. That's what my opinion since I heard that. And this is, years ago now. But that's how it's colored my opinion. But, I'm just one guy. And if he does good stuff, that shouldn't take away from the stuff. Anyone he's helped still got the help. You know what I mean? Regardless of the motivation. So I do want to say that. And if that, that sounds like a cool thing. I do want to say that. I don't want to, just bash somebody I never met based upon what you're getting is a secondhand account. I heard from somebody and you're hearing it from somebody who heard it from somebody. So you know what I mean? I got a first-hand account, but this is a second-hand account on you guys. So you can take it with a grain of salt. And then you know what I get? I start botching. Man, I'm probably going to go pretty late because I don't have the natural human desire to sleep. I mean, I'm getting somewhat tired, but I still feel like I could go for a while. So sorry, if guys and gals, if anyone else shows up, start fading, I get it. Because I know it's like 4 something. And I know this, again, is not the most exciting brand of Tetris. You're barely seeing Tetris C's. You're seeing a lot of missed drops and everything else. Ah, Jesus. Maybe I'm more tired than I thought. Maybe Tetris is a Tim Tebow fan. Oh, we got through it. We got through it. Yes, he had a handler. That was he was like, listen, Tim Tebow has a handler. I said no. Yeah, like he's shitty about coffee. I think what was it? You couldn't bring him shit directly. Everything had to go through the handler. He would be an asshole to people. That's what it was. Some with the coffee. Remember some with the coffee? You couldn't bring him coffee, and he tried to. He would look at you crazy and shit. That's what it was. He was like really particular. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You can't even throw the ball. Are you kidding me? Like, what are you doing? Like, motherfucker, me and you have the same arm accuracy. Are you shitting me, brother? Like, you need to chill out. But I mean, he still had a draw. Listen, what he did at Florida was pretty special. I'm not gonna take that away from him in the college setting. It was pretty special, man. With Aaron Hernandez killing it at tight end. See what I did there? But yeah, he had a special run in Florida. 2 natties? Not gonna happen a ton. You have a guy win 2 national titles and a Heisman. I know the first one he was a freshman. I think a co-QB because they did like a 2 QB thing because he wasn't really a QB. You know what I mean? But like, it's just like, and I thought his run in Denver was interesting, but I don't get the love or hate. He's so just a guy. Like Doug Flutie did the same thing a generation before, where he was just like, he won a lot of games, but he was a running quarterback that like, running quarterbacks are hard enough. And I'm not necessarily saying this because he's extra light-skinned, so to speak. But when they're not super fast, it makes it even harder. Because it's like, well, you run a lot. Even with Cam Newton, I said extra light-skinned, because when you like are a power running quarterback, or Doug Flutie, like he was at least quick. And he was pretty, he's pretty fast. But I mean, there's a point where he was like in his 30s, and it's like, dude, you're still trying to run around and sling it and shit. At least he could throw. He was way better throwing than Tebow, though. Way better. But like, and then you can't throw. It's like you're gonna get hurt. Like, no, I don't want my quarterback going through that type of beating. So there was no way that could have worked long term. But I thought he could have got another year out of in Denver. Obviously, they got HGH Manning, and the rest is history. And you had another, and he didn't actually help win a Super Bowl because that was carried by his defense. He almost helped lose a Super Bowl. That's neither here nor there. He did have some good years on HGH, allegedly, in Denver. This like the audacity of Tim Tebow having a fucking handler. Like, kidding me? And LeBron James should have a fucking handler. Why the fuck do you? Like, I know he has a CIA handler, allegedly. I'm not going to go there. I don't want to get yeeted. Arkansas-ed. I don't know. It's just sitting out here on the internet. Who fucking knows if it's true? That fucked up this level. Okay. Let's see. Handler. Urinating tree. I've heard of urinating tree. Tom Grossi, Good Sports. That's Good Sports. I like That's Good Sports. And Urinating Tree. And you said some local Buffalo guys. I watch local Detroit guys. Shout out to Detroit Drew. Shout out to, oh my God, I can't believe I'm forgetting. I'm about to look at it because I watch him so much. Oh my God. That's how I found Detroit Drew. Dude's channel that I can't think of. And I'm about to go on my YouTube just to remember. Because it's a local channel. Or a Detroit local channel. It's not local to Charlotte. Which again I'm from. Well, not from, but that's where I'm at. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't even go to my subs. All right, subs. What's his name? Is that JMO? 313 JMO. I watch a lot of his stuff. I don't know why I couldn't remember it. But he's local Detroit area. Yeah, handler. Of course, he's a diva. People have been around sucking him off for years and shit goes to your head. Yeah. Don't get the psychedelic windmills. I don't get any of the imagery in this game. There's like a Jinn devil worship, weird music. It reminds me of the Gorilla song. Yeah, me neither, Wes. He's a Pittsburgh fan, funny and sarcastic. Good at making videos, making fun of all kinds of sports. Feel Good Inc. Doom, 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 doom. He should get a food taster. King shit. Maybe. Hell, Wookiee Lives Matter, huh? No, I say hating light skin. I'm too light skinned to hate light skinned brothers. Instead of calling him white, I called him extra light skinned, and that was a joke. It was a joke. Yeah, the speed in the game. It's the speed changes. The speed changes so hard. Yeah, Detroit Drew. I watched Detroit Drew, but it was J-Mo was the guy I was thinking about. I found Detroit Drew, even though his channel's bigger, through J-Mo. Cause I just found him. And what's the other one? Everything King does talks about the Lions. Bitch ass NFL. Wonder what we were talking about. Yeah, we were talking about. Oh yeah. Oh, so you were asking. Yeah, it's 313 J-Mo. It's all one word. Detroit Drew or two, and Everything King's another kind of local guy I'll sometimes watch when he talks about the Lions. And the bitch ass NFL. Yeah, all right, sure that. Cover one is pretty good. They tend to be specific to Buffalo because that's where they are at. I've watched this one channel that only talks about the Knicks. And I'm not a Knicks fan. I just find it interesting that they keep it really kind of PC because the guy's kind of an older brother. And he hasn't, but they keep it all on the game. They don't want to talk about anything else but the fucking game. He lets other people on there and they just talk about the Knicks and they really break shit down. I mean, they're fans. A lot of them are fans, but you get better at basketball analysis or better sports analysis from a local YouTuber who cares than you ever will get from one of these national chains. Again, ESPN is the milkman. They're totally the milkman. Their analysis has been replaced by YouTubers. The highlights have been replaced by every social media platform. So why do you have to go to all these old athletes? Like their whole motto is so 2009. It's just not 2009 anymore. So many of the things they base their whole channel off of. I mean, hey, people still would like to see the debate format. There's still love for that. People still watch some of their shows. But as a network, I just don't think they have anything to offer. They're just a TV show or two with a few personalities. And that's before you get to the wokeness. And a lot of these media outlets and media things, this actually came off me talking about how crazy this MGM thing was. They're a thing of the past, man. Interactive is where I believe is going to go. How entertaining is this for both of our perspectives? It's entertaining for me to be able to play this game, talk to you guys about all the shit that I'm talking about, ranting about, touch a lot of subjects. And you guys get to say something, and I say something back. And obviously, there's YouTubers doing it, YouTubers and Twitch streamers doing this on a much larger scale than Vigilante here. But this is the future, and we do get a Tetris for the people. This is the future. And the reason I got this game, Tetris Classic World Tetris, I recommend that channel to anyone. If you feel like, man, I just want to see sports. And hell, if you guys are fans of the classic ESPN2 where you would see darts of billiards or World Series of poker or all the, like, I would say not fringe sports, but unique sports, Classic World Tetris might be right up your alley. The algorithmic gods of YouTube blessed me with it, and that's how I got to another misdrop. Buy this game, which is something they shield. Apparently, it's going to be an update in the summer. I think they used it during the lockdown, along with the actual classic Tetris, obviously, where they use the NES version of Tetris, and that's how people compete. That's what people compete on, the NES version. But this is fun to play, and it's very fun to watch. It's fascinating to watch. And initially I was trying to play a more aggressive play style earlier, and I just was not having the success. And I am playing on expert on this game as I botch all these drops. Oh, I just covered up the hole. Okay. I can beat this board too. I'm just botching everything. Okay, so now Wiki Lives Matter wants to hear Clint Eastwood. I'm happy, feeling sad, I got sunshine in a bag, I'm useless, not for long, the future. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Okay. He says you want to hear. You ask, you shall receive. Wookie Lives Matter. That was my awful cover of Gorillaz. So I'll become a billionaire before Knicks win a championship. You know what's funny about that statement with the state of currency? I mean, a lot of people talk about the US dollar, but just fiat currency as a concept, there's a non-zero chance that's true, even if the Knicks win a title next year. And it won't be pretty if it is, if you know what I mean. Maybe a Zimbabwe situation. Cover one's really good breaking down plays, which is why they work and what can be done to prevent or improve the play. I love announcers like that. That's another channel I watch. B-ball breakdown. Coach Nick. Is it Coach Nick his name? But Coach does that. Oh, Gorilla put out a new album a few months ago. That's cool. You know, how a woman can make a man a millionaire by marrying a billionaire. Yeah. True. Watch pro darts all the time on YouTube. Okay. Hey, Turk used to get higher friends, watch darts and snooker back in the day. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier with Cincy and Dildo. Alrighty. You spelled a new album. Oh, new almond. I got some new Magic Shrooms. Talk about the new album. Rocked out. And then now we got to sub the classic Tetris. Man, I'm telling you, it'll suck you in. Especially if you watch you said you had played the Tetris. It was like a competitive Tetris. And the evolution the past 5 years of the game from the scores that could be achieved. Like if you maxed out, which is get over 1 million, it was like wow. And now there's kids that are doing it because it's gotten bigger and bigger. Before lockdown, I was playing on 2 different leagues, one steel tip, one plastic tip, did a few turns as well. Look at you doing darts. Nice. Yeah. Cool beans. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to do this competitively one day. I know it's gonna take years and years of practice, but this is a nice little side hobby. I'm gonna probably be putting way too much time, and so you will see more of these streams. This is not gonna be something that one off, and I want to get good enough that I could talk to you guys pretty adeptly and still be, good at this game and know what I'm doing and not be so scatterbrained. But as I start to talk, I'm starting to feel the fade, so I'm not sure quite when. I want to get past this level, which I've already gotten past this, but I'm just like, you know what? I'll die a trillion times trying to talk and play that fire level. So let's show you guys some of the other scenery in the game. And as I unlock stuff, I'll probably do something similar. Like, okay, once I can unlock it, I'll show you guys it. Because I mean, Tetris, the concept of Tetris is the same. This game has movement options that are not in the original Tetris. Obviously, this game is Tetris Effect, which I mean, adds all these elements that are kind of distraction area, honestly. But you see that movement, you cannot do that in regular Tetris. I still haven't quite mastered it. I'm getting there. I probably should have scored when I had the chance. That's right. A little silent. Just trying to focus. Focus, man. For a long piece, and there it is. Let me dig out some of this mess. Uh-oh. Time for that dramatic speed change. This one didn't feel as dramatic. Maybe I'm just getting more used to it. If I can limit the miss drops, I think I'll do fine. I'll still probably miss stuff moving too fast, but I would greatly reduce a lot of the issues by just not miss dropping, not over rotating, just simple stuff like that. And again, this isn't the most. If you watch classic Tetris, you see how aggressive they are. But they're almost only going for Tetrises, whereas me, I'm just trying to survive because I'm not as good. And I've only been playing, this game a few days. I mean, obviously I played Tetris before. And I've mentioned it a trillion times that I used to play it on the PC back in the days. Back in the days when I was young. Okay, we got through this level. I was just talking. Oh, man. Shout out to Rob Marciano. He's one of the more recent rappers that I have heard of and like. Oh, we're back here. We made it back to this fire level. But Ascension Dildo said he's listened to Rob Marciano and the stream and it's mixing together. It must be weird. Do you guys like the music? Because I'm only kind of playing with it on because I just felt it would be, dead without it, especially because I know I'm going to be silent at times, focusing. I really wish that was a Tetris, but I didn't play my cards quite right. I don't know if we'll get past this. We're going to try. I was wrong. This started off at 6. Why did I think it started off at 10? As far as the speed level. I lied to you people. Oh, there's a misdrop. Those things. Looks like the dogs are maybe getting restless. Yeah, probably should, I'm going to try this a few times. And then when I start to get frustrated, give myself a number. And then call it quits. Because we've done quite a bit of streaming today because of this game. Shout out to DLive or Twitch if you're watching on either of those platforms. So I build up way higher than I would like. That was even stupider. I'm just gonna slide this on in. At least I got the long bar to sort of bail me out, at least temporarily. I don't want to. Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, there we go. See, once that speed changes, I am just not ready for that. Oh, no. Oh, this is a botch. Let's get out of this. Yeah, lockdown really effed that up. Our primary league, SADA, is falling apart. Oh, no, man. Not even survived a year. I'm sorry to hear that. Great reset, Turk. It's a great reset, even basic stuff. I hope your league stays there. Yeah, leave it. I just started a new game called Smash 4. Didn't realize it's a completely online game. Wasn't expecting to have to actually deal with actual people. Uh-oh. This game is supposed to go online at some point this summer. Oh, should definitely check out Kahi's Rocks Homie. Okay. I need to get into rap, man. I've had writer's block like a bitch for my own stuff. I was able to write something, just a couple of songs, or have some ideas. I got some hooks and some even beats. Like I did make a couple. Well, it's taken a lot of attempts to get anything usable. Which it always kind of did, to be honest. But I need to listen to more. The more I listen to, the more you get a part of it, especially when it comes to lyrics. And so we'll see. Hopefully, I can actually release some music this year. I actually already have some music on my channel. I have Dewey is actually a beat I bought. Shout out to Jay Marvelous. He has a kind of a channel talking about a lot of the ironically enough, devil worship stuff in the music industry. And he's a producer who used to work. I forgot what label he used to work for. He used to be like not an intern, but he wasn't really doing his production for the label because he said, if you're in the music industry, last thing people want to hear is that your music. In fact, you might even get fired for trying to push your music unsolicited, sort of thing. But in any event, he has a channel that's way more successful and bigger than mine. He sells beats as well. This beat is actually up, but he does at least have this sold. It wasn't charging a ton for what it's worth. But I have a song called Dewey. It's on this channel. And yeah, I spelt it. It's just me rapping over his beat, and I like it. And the rest of the whatever project I release, I'm gonna actually be the only producer outside of that one song I mentioned. And it's gonna be different. I can't say everything's gonna sound like that. It's gonna be some things that sound like that, some things that don't. And as we start, Cos Pit is incredible grown man shit, but he get you out of the rut. I think I played the song. I think you like this Ascension Dildo because you're into the lyrical stuff, so I hope you like it. I tried to be lyrical. My pen was pretty nasty back in the day, man. Back in those days, because it was really, more lyrical shit. That's what I was trying to push on people. A lot of depressed shit too. A lot of depressed shit. This one won't have like when I'm doing this VigilanteWilliamson, and it's actually definitely different than what I was doing because like I was so. Not that I definitely didn't make all boom bap beats, even though I did a lot of sampling, still do a lot of sampling. Because there was a lot of 808s even back then. But this is like 2012, 2013. A lot of like just really depressing shit. And I didn't want to do that. But it was a lot of more like lyrical, like punchline type stuff. But I mean, this stuff, I'm trying to be a lot more like catchy, but not like, I hope it's not cheesy. We'll see. Even though the song I'm talking about is not, there's no hook to it. It's already on the channel. Let's see. But then I'm trying to experiment with production. I never used auto-tune because I just didn't like to. And I am using it now. I don't want to just be like pretentious and like, oh, I'm too good to do X, Y, Z. So I think there was some pretentiousness, and I'm a lot less pretentious right now. Like I'm just trying to be as free as possible. And I may do. I want to do some stuff that's not hip hop. I talked about synthwave. I would love to have a synthwave 80s style song or two to kind of throw things off, so to speak. Oh, okay. I almost fucked it up. Over moving. Okay, we're in trouble, ladies and gents. Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit. No. Oh, we've got it. Now they really. Every time I do that, I think of the Fairly Odd Parents. Like if you guys remember that. And the one I can't remember who it was, the guy who saw them and was looking for them. And he did the little thing where he spun around with the Fairly Odd Parents. Every time I do the P spin, that's what I think of. Kingpin is also a good shout. Okay, I'm gonna check both of these guys out. Kai and Husk Kingpin. How do you do Wiki Lives Matter? How do I do what? We're doing a porn it's talking about we're doing a porn parody on trekking on Tuesday, I'm assuming. With at Wiki Lives Matter. Or no, at Wiki Lives Matter. Play online with people. That's good. Potential is never good in music. Yeah, those are odd. I listen to all of it. Can't stand that old head mentality. Yeah. I had too much of that, and I've been listening to a lot of, like I said, I've been listening to a lot of stuff. I'm into the most right now is home. I am like a huge Babyface Ray, Icewear Vizo, and a lot of guys they rap with. That whole Michigan style, and you know what? I wasn't the biggest fan of the guy at first. Like, I give respect to my man Yachty for kind of putting that on a national level. Obviously, T Grizzly, a lot of people have. T Grizzly, I don't know why I'm tired of shit. A lot of people have, but I'm really getting into that style. And it even influenced some of the production. See, the album I'm doing, the style is still being made. And I got a lot of beats that I've been making over the past few years, even before I knew what I was doing. I'm trying to write too, but yeah, I gotta get my head out of my ass. But yeah, I'm trying to do a lot of creative stuff with this. Some is just going to be beats and rhymes. Some is going to be almost no rhymes and like more hooks. I actually, I'm not doing the same. I'm actually using auto-tune pretty vanilla. I kind of like doing it like vanilla, like trying to sing and just letting it correct and just living with it and not driving it so it's overdoing it, but not like hiding it. Like, you can still hear it's auto-tune, but you're not hearing it like overly auto-tune. But it's not original. It's just the basic way you're supposed to use it. And I'm getting a lot out of that, man. And just being more melodic, and then at times not being melodic. And trying to be innovative with production, and that's really, production is really where I like doing stuff anyway. So, that was terrible what I just did. Close things up. And I'm getting to the tire point, so I'm probably, after this run, going to say like 5 more attempts and that's it, sort of thing. After this, I'm not going to count this as one of them. Okay, thank you, RNG. Oh, shit. That was a mistake. Oh, that was a mistake. Twitter was a mistake. Oh, boy. Okay. Vanilla Ice was good. He came out. Okay. Wes, you're about to get DDT through a table by comparing Eminem to Vanilla Ice, even as a joke. Best rap. I like Danny Brown a lot. I like Danny Brown. Make sure it's Yachty, because I can't remember. I'm a boomer, so watch this another rapper. It is not Yachty. Now I've got to Google him. But he's putting the wave on, and it's a style that was been in Detroit for a while. So I'm just checking to make sure it's Yachty. But it's one of the Yep, it's Yachty. Yachty's the guy I'm thinking of. He's put on. He started doing a lot of songs with a lot of Michigan rappers, and that helped him get a lot more popular. And yeah, a sperm guzzling shapeshifter. Yeah, I'll pass on that, Wes. But yeah, I'm getting out of that old head mentality. I've been listening to a lot of that stuff, And it's such a cool wave, man. It's such a cool wave. And yeah, Danny Brown. I remember when 30 dropped. That was that mixtape he dropped 2012. I was heavy into that. What was that shit? Fields. Where I'm from, it go house, field, another field, house. If you're not from Detroit, you don't understand the empty fields, the houses, how some of the neighborhoods is just so fucked up. That's how it looks. So when he was describing that, it was just like, oh man, you just don't understand. Yeah, I was never into ICP. But I will say this, even though I was never into them, I was always impressed by their business sense. I remember seeing something on them back in the days. They used to have on demand. So that was like the pre-Netflix, but it was for like a cable channel. So we had Comcast, they had on demand stuff. So the content that was not playing on any channel, but that was just still content that they had. And they had this thing at the music version of, the music channel or that or whatever. And they had an interview with ICP, and they were just showing all the different merchandising they were doing. This is 2004, 5, 6 or something like that. And I was like, whoa, their business game for an independent act is way ahead of the curve. Way ahead of the curve. So from a business standpoint, I got all the respect in the world for ICP. I don't listen to their music. I'm not a juggalo. But hell, I even see those damn hatches down here. You see a ton of them in Michigan. But you see them, and I'm just getting up on Griselda. And they I like them. I like everybody involved with the Griselda thing. And Juggalos are all about the hustle, yeah. Have you heard the metal version of Ice Ice Baby? It's so much worse than the original. You ever heard the original version? It's called Under Pressure. A fucking Bowie and Queen. Ours goes dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh no, it's there it goes. Dun 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 dun. Ours goes dun 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 dun. That's a bullshit you know. That's what the man said. Bullshit you know. That's what he said. He just. But shout out to him. I mean, I don't know if Shut Knight still gets all the royalties from the music. And why does Shut Knight get the royalties from Ice Ice Baby? Because Shut Knight wanted the royalties from Ice Ice Baby. He hung that motherfucker out to dry, supposedly, as the legend goes, for the royalties. He had to already split with Bowie and Queen because of the sample. So, but I mean, obviously, Vanilla Ice is doing a lot better than he was. He's doing a lot better than the average musician now. I mean, because, those deals are not high paying. They never have been, even at their heyday. And they're even worse. The shitty music industry gives out worse deals than they used to. And they fucking dropped New Edition off in the projects after going on a world tour, and the deals are worse than that now. Fucking TLC had no money after making like multiple platinum albums, and the deals are somehow worse. These 360 deals, these kids are not signing, to be fair, because everybody's doing the independent things. So I can't even say that. I mean, some of these kids are signing it, but they're plants, so they're not even like. Like there's nothing. These aren't like people who've been like, I ain't gonna say it. There's obviously some, but for the most part, these aren't people who've been like struggling and like, oh man, I really care about my art, man. I got a son. These are like, oh hey, I want to be an Instagram influencer, and here's somebody made a beat and somebody else wrote the lyrics, and they just got me to do the Milli Vanilli rapping thing. And it's nothing. Hey, you know what? All the entertainment. Just wish you guys got paid for it, man. Just want people to get money off of whatever they make, man. So I said I was going to attempt. So this is 5 attempts counting this one. How about that? And then we're going to get out of here because I am starting to fade a little bit. We've been up all night, so to speak. All right, I already did quite a bit of streaming of this game earlier, and we will be doing quite a bit more. I will try to do a VigilanteWilliamson show tomorrow. Depending on what happens with the Vigilante Mobile, got to somehow get that here and get that looked at. No, Weight Downs in NC said maybe he can help me with that. I need to take him up on that because I got to figure something out. Of course, now that I actually will need to get going to the office, of course, I'm going to break down my car because I'm starting a new job, as I mentioned, in my rants and rambles. Tons of rants and rambles. Talked about some drama. Talked about what else we talked about? We talked about a lot of stuff. Can't think. I'm getting tired. Oh, man, I really do not foresee me beating this level live in front of you guys. I'm still gonna play out the 5 attempts I said. It's just moving too fast at a pace, and I'm getting too tired. And again, there's something about live streaming and talking. Oof, my throat is getting sore in Brie Larson and Kevin Feige's office, man. I don't know if maybe I've been talking too much. Sorry, Matt, about mentioning Brie and Kevin Feige. I mean, you had to hear from somebody who cared about you, man. I had to let you know. Oh, get to 32. Okay, we're done with this attempt. Mumble rap trust fund kids. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Let's see what you guys saying. Listen to Danny Brown's atrocity exhibition at album's mental. Danny is mental. Van Winkle, that's his name. Van Winkle freaked out about that. There's no bling bling at the end. There's no bling bling. Good thing Shug started vanilla. Tink. I think he said Tink. All right. 360 deals and shit. Yeah, it didn't help that Left Eye burned out Andre Rison's house. Oh, man. You ever see Andre Rison on Broke where he's still trying to look like some rich uncle? It's pretty funny. Broke being this documentary on broke athletes. Mumble Rap Trust Fund kids. Left Eye, yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about Aaliyah. Chick queen. Aaliyah also, she was from New York but spent a lot of her time in Detroit. And I remember the high school she went to because I wanted to go to it. I didn't live too far from it. It was performing arts high school. Actually, it was I want to say it's in Livonia, but not too far from the west side. But actually, I'm not 100% sure because a lot of times those suburbs can mesh into one another. So you're killing it. Past I'm sleepy phase. Well, I know it's earlier there. Your Left Eye had some she had some issues. She was a crazy one. But man, hey, TLC made some really good music. She didn't have to die. You know what I mean? She was fine, yeah. Well, both, I don't know if you're talking about Left Eye or Leah, but both were fucking beautiful. But, you know, as we play this evil level, not saying they were sacrificed. I wasn't there. I didn't go to the Eyes Wide Shut parties. But there are rumors that they were. And that much is it's out there. And, you know, to be fair, whenever a celebrity passes, there are people who just believe that. And I'm becoming one of them, man. Who just say, oh, foul play. You know, say, oh, why did they have to kill such, you know, whatever, insert celebrity. And then you hear about the shit with Michael Jackson's doctor. And then you say, oh, maybe they are killing these guys. Oh, should I be aggressive? No. And I was one piece away from a potential Tetris, and I didn't take it. in fucking classic world Tetris, they hold out until they absolutely have to, and they're way better, and they're doing it all at faster speeds than I'm playing, and they're way better than me. So we're gonna go 4 more attempts, I believe, counting this one. I could do an extra 1 or 2 when I actually get there, depending on how close I am. I am just fading fast. First, I'm like, I'm good. And then I'm gone. About 5 hours of streaming combined. Oh shit, that was a missed route. I think I've gotten a little bit better at the game, and I'll see what I do. You know, I'll probably still play non-streaming some. Oh, got this T-span. They love the T-span. See that some of that movement that you can do. Oh, but I just like double, triple tap so fast, and sometimes I always have control of it. I got to get better at that. I might actually play the tutorial, which I didn't play. I just, barreled in. That may help me with that movement and kind of master it and practice. I'm going to practice this game. And again, you'll see a lot more of this streaming, maybe even more gaming streams, not just this. TLC made music for teenage girls. They made music for, I don't know, they made good music in the 90s. Okay, I'm not going to smoke meth. I don't think I have the body for meth. The entertainment industry will suck your soul dry, which is why I want to be, do this independent. I like doing the YouTube thing. Like being like, I kind of am a part of the entertainment industry, man. I'm in the industry because I'm on YouTube like everyone else. But I mean, it does have that ring, but I don't have to bend over and fuck baby just for a deal. Or fuck Puff Daddy just for a deal. Or Clive Davis or any of the other people that the internet will tell you have to fuck for a deal. I didn't have to fuck any of them to be on YouTube. I didn't have to do anything creepy with Gary at some Eyes Wide Shut party just to, be on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can just get on YouTube and then I can just do music. And if you like it, you can listen to it. If you don't, that's cool. I'm not, as much as I like doing this channel, I love it a ton. I take it seriously. Like I said earlier, if it ended tomorrow, it happens to end. And it could. Sometimes I want to end it. I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bad liar. I'm a bad liar. Like sometimes I wish I was a much better liar than I am. I'm like, not that I can't, but like sometimes I just look like Jim Carrey and Liar Liar, man. But in any event, yeah, I like doing YouTube, and I like the fact there's no middleman, and I'm already monetized thanks to you guys. You guys support me well more than I feel I would have ever gotten. Shout out to Ogre Squash, but shout out to all you guys. You know what? I need to check because I haven't been checking just to make sure you guys haven't sent a super chat. I mean, obviously it's appreciated, but I don't want to miss anyone's super chats if they were saying because I've been focused more on the game. And even though Stream Elements does toss a little notification, and man, you know what? I said I had a number of attempts, but this is futile. I don't have the energy. So I can't even give you the same amount of attempts. Come on now, Quincy Jones. No, I will not fuck Quincy Jones. He's another one. And no, I wouldn't fuck Quincy Jones. I don't care how good Thriller is, man. So yeah, Matter's not making me know. I'm not, even though he was in Hollywood. No, he didn't get that far in Hollywood. He didn't make it to the casting couch. At least if he did, he didn't tell me about it. And no, I'm not casting couch with Matt or anyone else. Just to YouTube, I could just roll out of bed, right after work, just do stuff with this YouTube stuff. Bob Rock. Oh, who the fuck is Bob Rock? Is he a British guy? Who's Bob Rock? No, he's Canadian. Why I think he was British? I don't think he's British. I do know of him though. He's a producer. It's do a lot of. Oh, he did Wonders for Metallica, Black Album. Yeah. I'm talking about producers. Did Metallica have to bend over for Bob Rock? Because that was where the conversation was. I'm like, why do I know that name? But yeah, Bob, okay. I don't know why I thought he was British. He's Canadian because they're close together. I guess. Okay, yeah, producer. Yeah, I know who Bob Rock is. I've seen not a mega Metallica guy, but I've seen a lot of his stuff. Yeah, he's a super producer from that era. Okay, and that's I gotta end it, man. I am dead tired. And I appreciate it, man. Let me see between both streams. I'm gonna check just to make sure I didn't get any YouTube anything on the stream elements. Looks like we are clean. We are clean with that. That's cool. That's cool. I appreciate all the support you guys just being here. Let's see. Salute. I got the salute from Ascension Dildo. And yeah, I did see the documentaries on it and like classic albums on it, how they fought the band and Bob. So I was aware of his stuff. So let me just see between both streams. Yeah, we're over 5 hours today. So a lot of Tetris streaming. It was very, very fun. I appreciate everybody. If you haven't liked the video, please do. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that as well. Even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. God bless. And sharing is caring, so please share if you can, because people might want to watch this. I think it's a very chill stream. Oh, he did Intergalactic. I like that. Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. Okay, he didn't do a lot for Motley on that Corby album, I see. Woke up at midnight, so I'm good all night, but I am not. I can't do it anymore. So yeah, Korabi crew sucks. I see. So Arfar, who I guess was lurking in the back. Appreciate you lurking. I appreciate Wes Moody showing up. He's a superstar. I talk about YouTube celebrities. Despite being very much suppressed by this platform, he is a YouTube celebrity. He should have well over 10 to 15 to not, if not 100,000 subs. But the man doesn't want any smoke with Wes Moody. So yeah, we're fading out, Robert. Good night, Newbound Turk. Goodbye, chat. I appreciate it. We will see you later with probably a Vigilante Williamson show if I have the time to, and probably another one of these streams. So peace, everybody.